So what's going on, guys? My name is the Demon. Today we're going to be doing a runner tier list for One Piece Bounty Rush, and in the next couple of days I'll be bringing you guys one for the attackers and the defenders. Now, as you can see, the tier list is already made, so if you want to take a screenshot and leave, well, there you go. This is the whole tier list. These are all the runners in the game, but of course I want you guys to keep a few things in mind. If you want to hear my thoughts on the units, I'll be going over them, make a small description of each one and why I think I placed them there. Also, I'll explain every tier on its own, what bad means, what okay means, etc. And also I'll be going over them from right to left. So I think Usopp is the worst runner in the game, and I think Yamato is the best. Of course, if you want to hear my thoughts of Yamato or Oden, you can skip to the timestamp and go ahead to the broken time, and you will hear my thoughts on the broken units. So I also want to mention that I don't play with all these units actively today, right? I've played with a lot of these at some point, but not today. So of course, if you think that I'm underrating or overrating a certain unit, if you leave a reason why and say it in a polite manner, I'll definitely consider it and update it in the future. I'll favorite your comments so others can see it as well. So let's start with the bad units in the game. Usopp's never been good. His skills take too much time, his damage is insanely low, and he's, wow, terrible. Nothing good about this unit. Same thing for Vivi. Since she came out, she's never been good. Even though she was one of the few runners at launch, she's never had the chance to shine. Miss All Sunday, not a good unit. Her skills take too much time to cast. Her normals are very, very slow, and especially in today's meta, while you can have cool moments with all these units, they're just not good. Same thing for Boa. She has one skill that takes too long, can be interrupted, and just as a whole gains no advantages from being a damagey kind of runner. Usopp, well, stun is bad because, well, Roger's all around, so he'll get destroyed, and his skills take too much time. But, you know, he can shine, maybe, if you're playing against weaker opponents. But yeah, Brook, again, skills are terrible, and these Zoro and Law at some point were insane, but I just think they're bad. If you think they're a bit better than bad and you think they deserve to be an okay, do let me know why. I wouldn't mind moving these two up to okay, but just as a whole, their damage is low, and maybe Law has some capture speed, but overall not too great. And Apoo, honestly, what a disappointment he is. His traits aren't too good, and his skills, you know, his charge skill and his other one, they're just not good. So overall, I don't see a reason to use Apoo, and that's why these units aren't bad. These okay units actually have some use, and if you use them, well, you could have some success. Even an SS is just, you know, they're not as good as the rest of the units in the game. So of course, Kizaru, everything about him is pretty slow, but you can come in clutch in certain maps like Arlong Park and Sabodi with his teleporting skill, and you can shine with that. Nami, overall, her kit works fine, her skills are okay, and I don't think she's bad to use. She still feels decent. Chopper can be annoying sometimes, especially if the enemies don't know how to deal with him, but again, not that good. If you can heal, that'd be fine, but even Choppermon, I think, does a better job than this guy. So Bikini Nami, you guys know, one of my mains for a long time. She was probably my most used unit for the longest time, and she had her time to shine in the past. Of course, now she's fallen off a bit, but still, you can have fun with her, and she does have good stuff going for her. Perota, the real reason she's up here is because of her ghost. If they land, well, I can't remember what it's called, but you can't use your skills anymore. So that is really good. I think it's called negative now that I think about it. So yeah, if you negative someone, it's very nice. She can run away from it. Her other skills okay. Reiju can be a decent support, and she can heal and stuff, so she has good things going for her as well. She was in the same situation as Nami, where they were both amazing counters to EX Akainu until Big Mom came out. Robin, Santa Robin, besides the fact that she's super cute, probably the cutest unit in the game. Well, you can play her as a pseudo defender. I keep mentioning Nico-chan's video on this, and she really does her job decently as a pseudo defender. She fills up the flag nicely, and she has a knockback, so she can be cool, but you know, not that good overall. Luffy and Ace, if you guys think he should be higher, do let me know. I see a lot of people using him in the lower leagues. He can be nice. His skills have decent range to them, and overall he feels okay, but I don't like his normals, and his traits aren't the best, but they're still solid. So a very solid unit here, especially that you can get him to level 100 for free, so it can help a lot of new players for sure, and definitely to climb, he can be your guy. Sogeking, I don't think he's worth using your cola on anymore. I know he's super annoying at some point, but you know, the long range units we have now just super, you know, kill this guy. Like, he's not that good, but you can still have some success, especially if the opponents don't know how to deal with him. So can be annoying, but not great overall. Bon Clay, I think, is a much better unit with your cola if you want, and you know, he has that annoying skill. His other one has range. He can be invisible in the last 30 seconds if you have above 30% HP, and you know, overall he can be cool with his heals. So he does have potential, and starting from Bon Clay and these units, if you want to boost them up, that's for sure, like, easy. I don't mind if you give me a good reason. My problem with Ivankov is that I've been saying this unit has so much potential for so long, but no one uses him. So that's the only reason I'm putting him in okay, just because if he was good, people would use him more. Now I know it's Ivankov, not the most popular unit, and he's a bounty fest, so not many people have him leveled up. But, you know, the fact that he can remove parameter buffs and disable them from happening is very, very nice. Of course, it can be removed very easily because so many characters apply effects, so they will just cancel out his thing. But overall, a unit like him could have a lot of potential in the future if they make one with an updated kit. So, yeah, I would love to see another sort of Ivankov character, but his hormone stuff, very nice. He's a knockback, he has runner stuff, so good stuff going for him. Onami, surprisingly, I hear good stuff. I haven't used her in a very long time, but that clone can be annoying. I've fallen for the clone many times, just wasted a skill on a clone for no reason. So, you know, you want to keep in mind that that could happen. And her skill can do a lot of damage, surprisingly, for a runner. So, very nice. And Crocodile is a better Kizaru in every way. He has a knockback. And the problem with him is that everything just doesn't work right. His normals are a bit hard to hit, and they don't work super nice, and his skills aren't the best, but if they land, they're good, and they fix the landing and stuff, so it does help him a bit. He creates a trait area which can support the team, but overall, I wish there was more to him, right? But again, in certain maps like Kizaru, he can shine and clutch, and he'll be great, right? He gets his skill back faster if you're just chilling in the flag you captured, so it's very nice. Also, Senor Pink, I just need to see more from this guy, right? He has potential, he has some cool stuff, and if someone can prove to me that he's good, then yeah, I know Big Boy is one of the few people that used him, and he can shine, for sure he can. You know, underground, he cannot be a flame, so that's nice against a Kainu, but I just need to see more, right? He has a knockback, he has some capture speed, so he has potential, and I don't mind booping him up. That's why he's at the top of okay, but for now, I'll just leave him here. Alright, next we're going to talk about the good units. So, Kanjuro, I put him here just because if you play him with a defender, you put your trait area on a defender, like Robin, well, suddenly you cannot knock back Robin. That is really nice, because Robin's problem is that if she gets knocked back, she struggles to fight back, right? So if you give her nullify knockback, this is insane. Imagine EX Kaido is a defender that can get knocked back. You put him a Kanjuro thing and suddenly he cannot get knocked back. That is really, really nice. So if you find a way with Kanjuro to support properly, can be cool. Also, he has some runner benefits. So all in all, I don't think he's the worst unit. I know a lot of people don't like him. I hate him. But yeah, if you guys think he's bad, you can put him in bad. I'm going to put him in good just because he's supporting for certain defenders can be insanely valuable. But if you think he's worse, then absolutely boop him down. I don't mind. So he has some potential there. Now, I put these three because they're three that have a very similar role, right? Run around, capture the flag, and move on. So I do want to mention that I think Carrot is the best one. It's just because her skill that is a dash can also shock the enemy, which can be very nice. She also has like jump down from ledges, which is very good. And overall, she has a lot of potential. Kaku can stun, and he can he's damage is a bit higher than both of them, so you know it's all about the preference of playstyle you like. I think Carrot is my favorite, but they're all, you know, very similar. Next we have Ace. Again, his knockback is very solid and still one of the most annoying skills in the game because it just knocks you back so far for a counter. Of course, we've had so many of them recently, but you know it was super annoying back then, especially because his knockback range was insane for a counter. And also, his normals are good, and he has capture speed. So he has a lot of good things going for him. That's why he's still a good unit, even though he's been out for like 2 years now. So very nice. Same thing for Marco. Marco came right after him, and he got a buff. He now can spawn back. He has a heal. His skills are easier to land. All in all, I think Marco is very, very solid and very good runner, and that's why people still use him today. Snakeman, of course, fallen off, but still a good unit in my opinion. You know, that he can come in clutch at the end of the game. His straight area can be easy to dodge, but if it's there, it can be super frustrating. Of course, a lot of units have resist stagger, but you know, not everyone. So Snakeman can still be annoying, and his skills can come in clutch sometimes. So yeah, you just want to keep that in mind. He's still a good unit overall. Same for Dressrosa Law. Maybe some people want to put him in great. I don't mind that. I just feel like the great units are a bit better or serve more than him. Now, you know, he has some heal with his skill if he steals your heart. And if he steals your heart, but all in all, his counter is nice. The shock can be really, really good. His nullify or his steal your heart skill is very solid. He heals back, he gets his skill faster, and I think as a runner, he's not the best, but he's still good, and his normals are nice as well. So a very solid unit, I think. Neko Mamushi, definitely one of the most underrated characters in my opinion. This guy, you know, he has a movement skill, He has a shock, and his traits are very, very nice. I personally think he's good, and I know a lot of good players that use him, that like him. So yeah, I think Nekomamushi is definitely underrated. And if you guys think that certain units here are better than him, that's absolutely fine. I just think that, you know, as an underrated unit, I definitely want him to shine. And I also think that he's a bit better than Snakeman and Law. But of course, this is just personal opinion, and if you don't think so, that's completely fine. Now Brook, I know another unit that people are disappointed with. Of course, he's not great in my opinion, but he has a lot of solid stuff going for him, right? The fact that he can remove your attack buff, he can heal from that, he has a heal, he has a stun, he can freeze with his normals, he can freeze with his skill, he can do a lot of stuff, this Brook, and be very, very annoying. I've used him, I've had good times with him, even in SS, and of course all these units, even Nami and stuff here can do good in SS, but you know, maybe at the top you'll struggle, but all in all, I think that, you know, you can have a lot of fun with this Brook and be super annoying, and he stalls better than Bonkichi in my opinion, so it can be very nice for stalling if you capture a flag with him. So I think very solid unit, very fun for sure. So I like him, and I think he's the best unit in the good tier. Now, starting from great, all these units, you can use them and you'll climb and have a good time, especially starting from Big Mom. So let's go with Sanji, right? Sanji is the worst one here in my opinion, but he's the best movement character in the game that like has just a skill that just straight up moves him. I know Vivi has one, but it's a bit different with her, but with Sanji, I like it. He has a 70% heal when he captures 2 flags. He has good capture stuff going for him, and he has a teleporting skill that's very nice, and I like him. I like him a lot, and I still think he's a very good unit, and that's why people still use him. Next, we have Kyoshiro. Very nice unit. The invisibility that he has, like being a enemy or being showing as a teammate for the enemies, can be very nice. It's much better than Bone Clay's thing. So he has it and it's very good, but he has a lot of good capturing traits as well, healing and filling up the treasure more if you capture it on your own. Very good stuff for Kyoshiro. I like this unit a lot, and he has a knockback and a big damage skill. So overall, very solid unit. I think he has a lot going for him for a runner, and that's why I think he's one of the best runners in the game. Next, we have Vivi. Now Vivi, of course, another one that's been underrated a bit. I think she's really, really nice, this unit. I like her skills. The knockback on that skill can be very nice, and the fact you can hold it, you can stop to heal, you can fill the treasure faster. She has a lot of stuff going for her. If you think she should be a bit lower, that's completely fine, but in my opinion, I think she's definitely deserving of this position. She can deal damage, she can do a lot of runner stuff. She has the movement skill, which can help her traverse areas in certain maps like Dressrosa or Long Park and stuff. So she can come in clutch, and you know, I've seen nice VVs in the world, so I think she's here. If you want to boop her a bit lower, that's completely fine. Next, we have Robbie, the best runner Robin we have in the game, because we have 3, right? We have her, Santa Robin, and Miss All Sunday. But this unit, what an incredible unit. Fastest capture speed in the game. She boosts your treasure, your team boost gauge, and you know, overall very nice. Her knockback has increased damage and increased range, so it's very nice, a very nice unit. And if you knock back a defender that can get knocked back, she's capturing that flag and it's hard to pull her off. Of course, she's not the tankiest unit in the world, but she can defend. She can remove Akainu's thing with her hand skill that does a lot of hits, so she can remove Akainu's shield. Of course, she's not good against Akainu, but she can hold her own for a bit, especially against Roger if you give her Grand Lion trait. So very nice unit all in all, and when she works fantastic. The problem is that sometimes you're just going to play the game dying over and over, but if you do work with her and play her slow, play her smart, capture the flags when you see an opportunity, take it. Wow, what a great unit. Very, very few people can do what she does as good as she does, and it's just amazing. So one of the best clutch units in the game. Of course, Robin. Bandai's done Robin good in 2021, so hopefully in 2022 we get at least one more Robin unit, and they make her OP as well. So Kobe, of course, a surprise. He has a movement skill as well. So as you can see, so many movement skills now. Very few, like a year ago, we had very few. So now we have Kobe as well, and he has the skill that allows him to not take damage, heal the team, and give them a shield. And he has a movement skill. His traits are very nice for runners. So overall, what a very good unit. Kobe is a fantastic unit. I think a lot of people that use him know how good he is. He's not the best at dealing damage, but he's very solid at capturing flags, and that's what you want to do as a runner. So overall, very easy to use unit, and very nice. So I like him a lot. EX Big Mom, great unit. Has a lot of EX traits. A lot of things make her solid, and overall, I'm sure if you have her, you see a lot of success, right? That 50% chance of shocking anyone that's, you know, hitting you is very, very strong. Of course, if they have range skills, it's not that good, but otherwise, if it's linked to you, it's such a nice thing. It can help you capture the flag. You have heals. You have a lot of extra traits being an EX, and overall, the thing with Big Mom is that you know, people have gotten used to fighting her, and we've gotten many better units throughout time, but she's still a very, very strong unit. Her charge skill with a knockback, and the fact that her traits all have like a lot of cooldown, a lot of damage. I think she's still a very solid unit, and there are just better options nowadays. But you can still pull up Big Mom and do good, right? Especially when it was Roger's meta, maybe not as much, right? She was getting destroyed left and right. But with Akainu, she's a bit better now. And I think here, if you want to put her in broken, you can. I don't think she's broken though, but she's definitely a very solid unit. And next we have a controversial pick. I think maybe the most controversial one is Goldenweek and Great, not in broken. I don't know if this is controversial, really. A lot of people like Goldenweek. My problem with Goldenweek is that she's just so hard to use, right? The Warlord tags helps her a lot, increasing the time she's invincible for, but a lot of people don't know how to play her, and it's very tricky. When's the exact right time to use your skills? Of course, she has heals, she has capture, she has removing their ability to attack, but if you play her right, she can be the most broken unit. She can be super annoying, but I've faced so many Golden Weeks that just, you know, get confused. You know, there's so much pressure to use your skill at the right time that you probably will use it at the wrong time. Of course, some great players don't have a problem with that. I just feel like putting her in broken might make a lot of people use her, and I don't think she's that easy to use. So if you use her, you can come in clutch like crazy, but again, coming in clutch like crazy doesn't make you a good unit per se, right? With all these runners, you can come in clutch, right? You can Kyosho invincibility, no one invisible, no one knows where you are. You capture the flag, they think it's a teammate, and there you go, you win. Sanji teleport, Vivi teleport, or Robbie comes out of nowhere, captures the flag way too quickly. You had no way to stop her. Same for Kobe teleporting around. Big Mom's the 50% chance of shocking. Now, Miss Goldenweek has more clutch potential, maybe, and she definitely can stall out after capturing a flag, but, you know, there are definitely a lot of things holding her back, but I think she's, like, right on the cusp of being broken. Honestly, I think once they make a Bounty Fest equivalent of her, the same way she's, like, a better Bonnie, when we make a better Golden Week, that unit's gonna be busted as fuck. Hope we don't get that, but we could. So, yeah, Golden Week, very good unit. If you guys think she's broken, that's completely fine, but I'll keep her at the top of great for now. Next, we have God Usopp, 3 lives, more damage against greens, stun skill, incredible range, heal on the other skill that knocks you back, capture speed. What do you want? What do you want me to say? The biggest, right? Known as a rat for a reason, runs away incredibly fast. His dodge makes him go to another map. You can't catch up to him. Very annoying unit for sure. And yeah. He's a broken unit for sure. If you think he should be higher than any of these units, you know, that's completely fine. I think he's fallen off a bit recently, and that's why people are playing him less, but overall, what a unit. Yeah, Akainu definitely put a stop to his parade, but before Akainu, my god, was he annoying. Before Akainu, I think he was the best runner in the game. I think he was better than Oden at the time, just because he was so easy to use and so annoying. So, yeah. Next, we have Rayleigh. Now, Rayleigh, what a unit, right? Of course, Yamato, she can get status afflicted to her, right? So Rayleigh's skill 2, the one where he hits 2 hits, the first one stuns, so you can actually stop Yamato, which is very nice. His other one is a teleportation, so again he can stop Yamato with a knockback. He can stop Oden as well. Of course, he can stop Oden or Yamato with both skills because the other one's long range, so it will stop Oden. His traits are really nice. He heals on knockback. His capture speed is a bit slow. I don't know why it feels a bit slow, but he has, you know, some very nice traits, very solid traits, and overall he's like an attacker that can also do the runner's job. So very nice unit, and you know, I'm sure no one has bad things to say about him. Very fun, very nice, and you know, the fixed damage when you knock back someone is incredible. The stun and everything. Wow, it's just a very good unit overall. It doesn't feel like he game breaks the game. That's what I like about him. He doesn't feel like he ruins the game, right? No one's here going like, Rayleigh, what an annoying unit, fuck you for using Rayleigh. It's not like Rat, Usopp, or even Oden wasn't that bad, right? It's not like Roger, it's not like Akainu, it's not like Usopp, Kid, Luffy, stuff like that. He's just, you know, if you lose to him, you know, maybe you got outplayed, maybe you used the skill too early. You know, there's a lot of mind games going with Rayleigh, and I really like this about this unit. Now, I'm gonna go over quickly these 2 EXs, Yamato and Oden. If you want Oden to be the best, absolutely you can do that. Now, my thing is that Yamato, she has the thing that's good against Kid, Oni, Luffy, and Akainu, which she heals back from their fixed damage. And those three are everywhere, so Yamato's good against them. Her counter also comes back quickly. Her other skill looks like her counter, so you never know what she went to dodge. It can be very frustrating to think about it. She has so many traits that you know, help her capturing. Of course, the only way to stop her capturing a flag is to either, you know, inflict her with stun or something like that, the tremor, or to knock her back, right? Oden, he has the same thing, but it's not, you cannot stun him or anything like that. You just have to hit him from range, right? Whereas Yamato, if you hit her from range, she will just take the hit, right? Unless you knock her back with it as well. So they both have their pros and cons. I think Yamato is definitely falling off before Oden, but I also think she's so good right now that I want to put her above Oden. And I think that's the way I feel about this unit right now. Oden, of course, he has a lot of clutch potential with that movement skill, and he can, you know, teleport you with the other skill. And very annoying, very strong unit. Capture speed's insane with both of them. It's hard to stop them. Overall, they're both the best runners in the game. If you think Oden will last longer, that's completely fine. I just think that Yamato at the moment has a lot more time to shine because right now there are a lot of Akainus and Oni kids running around, and that's why I think she's so good at the moment, and she might fall off later, especially if EX Kaido ends up being blue. She'll definitely fall off. So, you know, Oden still probably is better in the long run, but I think Yamato is better now, and I like her a lot. If every EX was designed the same way Yamato was, no one would cry about EXs because they're just a bit better than Bounty Fest. And that's exactly what you want. That's exactly what I wanted from EX. Not a unit that will make all last year's Bounty Fest feel useless until we get a counter, and then another counter, and then it just becomes EX counter, 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 EX counter, 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 counter. And then, you know, which EX is meta? Okay, this EX is bad because the color is against them in the meta. I don't like that. I feel like Yamato is a very, very solid EX. And yeah. Hopefully this video helped. Hopefully you guys didn't get too mad at some of the opinions I said. Of course, I went over them very quickly, and I'm sure I forgot certain traits or certain skills of certain units. Not skills, probably traits, but you know, I just want to go over it as fast as I can. There's so many units in this game, and hopefully I wasn't too boring. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.